Tens of thousands of jubilant England fans are set to pile into Frankfurt this week, either from the UK or direct from Gelsenkirchen, where the Three Lions made a perfect start to the Euros with Sunday's 1-0 win against Serbia. Sunsport headed to Frankfurt early to check out exactly where fans should be heading, and this city guide will give you the lowdown on the stadium, the fan zone, top spots to eat, and of course, the best place to get a pint. What a place to watch football, right here on the main river in Frankfurt. There'll be a massive selection of food and drink stalls and of course vast TV screens to watch every single one of the 51 Euro 2024 games right here at the Frankfurt official fan zone. The exact zone where fans will be allowed is up and down this 1.5 kilometre stretch of grass, as I say, right on the beautiful river between the Holbeinsteg Bridge up here and the Friedensbrücke one just down there in the distance. Well, of course, if you're lucky enough to have a ticket to England versus Denmark at the Deutsche Bank Park, we're just a 6-minute train ride away from here, so this is a perfect place to base yourself earlier in the day before getting yourself up to the game. If you haven't got a ticket, what better place to watch the Three Lions than with thousands of your other England fans right here on the river, and with no doubt fans from across Europe as well. Happy days, well played, Frankfurt city centre. This is an amazing spot. Okay, here we are outside the impressive Deutsche Bank Park, the 58,000-seater home of Eintracht Frankfurt, also known as the Walled Stadion. This is the location for England's second group stage game of Euro 2024 against Denmark on June the 20th. This place houses some of Europe's and Germany's most passionate and loudest fans week in, week out. And of course, Gareth Southgate and the boys will be hoping that England fans do exactly the same to drown out their Danish counterparts. The stadium was opened in 1925. It will host 4 group stage games and 1 round of 16, including host Germany's game against Switzerland in the group stage. It's an amazing place to watch football. West Ham, Chelsea and Arsenal fans will be aware, all of those teams having gone to Eintracht Frankfurt in Europe in the last 7 or 8 years. West Ham, the most recent bad memories for Hammers as they crashed out in the semi-finals of the Europa League as Eintracht went on to beat Rangers in the final and win it. The one thing you will have to be aware of though, if you are an England fan, whether you're going to the game or just coming to check out this impressive arena, is the imposing but unique walk through the dark, spooky forest on the way to the stadium. Right, we've showed you what it was like outside this incredible stadium, but thanks to the very kind people at Eintracht, we've been allowed in for an exclusive early look at this incredible arena. 58,000 seats, like I said. You can only imagine how intimidating it must be for opposition players to play here when Eintracht fans, who are one of the loudest and most passionate sets of fans, not only in Germany but in Europe, play here. And you can only imagine what it's going to be like for England fans as well. Here's the dugouts where Gareth Southgate and co will be sat, and all of the subs in England's squad. The seats behind the goal, or at the moment they're terraces, they will be changed to seats during the tournament. England players, of course, used to playing on such surfaces, but seriously, come and have a look at this. I'm not allowed to touch it. We've already been told by Eintracht that the pitch is holy, but just look at that. Absolutely incredible stuff. I'm not going to touch it. I'm going to stick to the rules. Sat here on the dugout where Gareth Southgate and co will be taking charge of England's group game against Denmark. There's plenty of room for subs and coaching staff, and look at this, check out this for a view. Don't know if I'll be able to do much tactical work, but it's an incredible arena, and I bet England and the lads can't wait to play here. Here we are in Frankfurt in the main train station quarter. We are joined by our local city guide, massive Eintracht Frankfurt fan, Basti Ross. Basti, great to have you with us. Quick fire questions first of all, Basti. All of these things will be very useful for England fans. Number one, what is the best pub in your city and where should England fans go for a beer?
As you mentioned, we're on the main central station area. There are local pubs, local beer places, but I would recommend this place where we are right now. It's called Jok Jok Eden. You can get some nice drinks, some cocktails, some beers, and have good fun. And on the corner right there is an Irish O'Reilly's pub where you can watch soccer games and watch the games before your game.
Another day of football in the bag here in Frankfurt. We are here in O'Reilly's pub, as recommended by our city guide and Eintracht Frankfurt fan, Basti Roth. It's an amazing place. This is going to be packed to the rafters with England fans. It's right by the main railway station exit, literally right in front of you when you come out. You cannot miss it. And you can get a bacon cheeseburger and fries and a pint of Guinness for just €20.
I would say on the area around the river, around the Main, 2006 on the World Cup, you just discovered it because all the England fans were jumping out of the bridges. So obviously some England fans of older ages know that. So I would say on the Main area, because you have the local city, you have the old city, and they have everything around you. Frankfurt is a very small town, so you can reach everything.
Irish pubs, absolutely perfect for everyone from England. And if they've had enough beer for one day, what is the best restaurant in Frankfurt the England fans should go for some good food?
If you're here, if you're in Frankfurt, you have to try some local food. You have to try Apfelwein Wagner and Gemalte Haus. That's some traditional Frankfurt restaurants. You can get some local Frankfurt traditional food.
And England fans in Frankfurt will of course want to sample the local delicacy. So tell us, what is your favourite German beer?
I don't drink a lot of beer. I would say...
Sorry, a German man who doesn't drink beer?
As I said, we're not Germans, we're Frankfurters, and we drink Apfelwein.
Right.
It's kind of a cider kind of thing. And if you come here, you have to taste Apfelwein. Frankfurter, I don't know if Frankfurter are really a local food right here. I would say grüne Soße. We say grüne Soße, it's like green sauce. Yeah. It's like from 7 different herbs. It's like you can eat it with potatoes and eggs. And if you want some meat, some schnitzel. Yes, I would try that. If you go to the restaurants Apfelwein Wagner and Gemalte Haus, you will order Frankfurter Schnitzel. And then you'll get to your green sauce. I would say you have to go to the Römer. It's kind of in the old town. That's where Eintracht Frankfurt celebrated their European Cup win, so you have to see it even as an England fan. What your audience might not know, this isn't Zombieland. So Frankfurt is a very international city, and Frankfurters, like the people right here, they don't identify as Germans, they identify as Frankfurters, and they came from all around the world. You have influences from Turkey, from Arabia, all places around the world. So I think when you come to Frankfurt, you don't come to Germany, you come to Frankfurt.